What is up, everybody? This is your good old friend Ishi. That's kind of weird saying not saying moldy. Anyways, first story. I told you guys I'd make a few stories about my life. Well, the first one's gonna be about my family history. It's gonna be about my dad. My dad is a drug dealer and has been for a long time. He's trailer trash, redneck, handlebars, douchey, scrawny, kind of like myself, but really strong. In and out of prison a few dozen times. My mom hooked up with him around Valentine's Day, believe it or not. Her previous boyfriend is a nut job and went to my dad for protection, and in the process made nookie, I guess. That's kind of gross to say. Anyways, poof, I came into the picture. And he said that he was going to quit doing whatever he was doing and just be a father and really settle down. Well, he didn't really do that. I mean, he didn't do it at all. He ended up getting my oldest brother to be a drug dealer with him and move drugs around the area and just do the dealings while my dad grew. And my dad is also an alcoholic, abusive alcoholic, and is quick to temper. So the oldest brother is a drug dealer. Next in line is my oldest sister, who became addicted to a little bit heavier stuff. I want to say mostly weed and alcohol, but I think she's dipped around with meth. My dad has also done meth and crank, which is the lower version of heroin, and cocaine. I think they're both laced in. It's hard to say. Anyways, so she has two kids, and one of them actually has Down syndrome from her drinking and messing around while she was pregnant. And I've got the youngest brother, who's still older than me by, I want to say 6 years, 4 years, 5 years, 5 years. And he's smoked weed, I know, he's probably drank by now. And he doesn't really do drugs, but he is a nerd. Not nerdy like Star Wars nerd, but sits around and plays Rock Band every day. And that's them. Then I've got my oldest sister. It's hard for me to talk about this one because it's really new. She became a masseuse. Went into the business of massages. Say, oh, how about happy endings? Well, her job is all about the happy endings. If you can get my picture. Don't put in the comments what her real occupation is, because I'll probably just delete it. And it's hard to talk about. Anyways, I come from a very harsh family, I'd like to say. And it's hard to talk about. It is, because it's like I'm a part of it. So I come from a long history of really abusive and bad things, and my mom clung to me because she knew I was the only one that had an opportunity to go to college. I was the only one that really had the chance and the smarts to actually pull it off. I tried. She locked down tight and was really persistent on having me be attending colleges. And so that's why I didn't really get to do a whole lot of things as a kid. And I come to you with stories now about what I'm doing in college on my old channel. And it's kind of like I'm finally getting something out of it, because it's I've been bottled up for so long. It's hard to come to mind, and it's hard to talk about these subjects, but I try. And so my mom clung to me like crazy, and she didn't want me doing anything bad and overly punished me for it, just so I wouldn't, just so I got the picture. And I got it. I got what she was talking about. My dad ended up, this is a little side note, but my dad ended up trying to get me into it, and I said no, and I was just too scared of my dad to even try and attempt it. He pulled a gun on a crowd one time and was making threats to the crowd because my brother took off, and it's hard to talk about. But uh, I'll get more into it on a longer commentary. But I just come from a really harsh family, and I needed to get it out, and I'm here today. I'm grateful for where I've gotten, and I'm happy to be who I am. Thank you.